Do you often feel like you're stuck in your language learning journey? Maybe you know some English, but you can't seem to sound more fluent. Does it sometimes feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't shake off that beginner label? Well, if you're struggling with that, you're not alone. In today's video, we'll talk about 5 common mistakes that make you sound like a beginner in English, and most importantly, how to fix them. Trust me, once you make these changes, you'll feel much more confident when speaking. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon so you never miss our new videos, and give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to take your English to the next level. Now, let's get started with the first mistake. Mistake number 1, overthinking your words. One of the most common issues for language learners is overthinking. When you're speaking a language, especially a foreign one, it's very tempting to try to make every word, every sentence, and every idea perfect. This might sound good in theory, but in practice, overthinking can actually hold you back. Imagine you're talking to someone, and each time you want to say something, you stop yourself to think, is this the correct word? Is this the right grammar? Is my pronunciation clear? These pauses can make you sound hesitant and unsure. And when you're unsure about what you're saying, it's easy to get caught up in your own thoughts, which disrupts the natural flow of conversation. Overthinking leads to a lack of confidence, and lack of confidence can stop you from speaking as much as you should, which means less practice and slower progress. You might find yourself in situations where you're not speaking at all, just because you're too worried about making mistakes. How to fix it? The key to improving in English is to speak without fear. Don't worry about making mistakes. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, and language learning is about progress, not perfection. Instead of focusing on how perfect your speech is, focus on getting your message across. The more you practice speaking in a relaxed way, the more naturally fluent you will sound. To help break the habit of overthinking, try to start small by having casual conversations with friends or language partners. Don't worry too much if you make a mistake, it's all part of the process. Even if you mispronounce a word, just keep talking. As you get more used to speaking, the pauses will become less frequent, and your fluency will improve. Mistake number 2, using simple vocabulary all the time. When you're just starting out with a new language, it's natural to stick to simple words because you feel more comfortable with them. You might say phrases like, I am happy, or, I am sad, because those are the words you know best. But if you keep using the same basic words over and over again, your English might start sounding a bit too basic and repetitive, which can make you seem like a beginner. Imagine speaking with someone and all you say is, good, or, bad, for every situation. This movie is good, that book is good, I am good. It's not that the meaning isn't clear, but the conversation becomes boring and repetitive, and it doesn't show your full vocabulary or language skills. How to fix it? One of the best ways to sound more advanced in English is by expanding your vocabulary. Instead of always using basic words, try to learn synonyms and more descriptive words. For example, instead of saying good, you could say fantastic, wonderful, or excellent. Instead of happy, you could use joyful, content, or delighted. There are so many alternatives to the basic words that will make your speech more dynamic and engaging. Also, when you're reading or listening to English material, take note of new words or phrases that you can add to your vocabulary. Try to use these new words in your own conversations. The more you practice using varied vocabulary, the more fluent and natural your speech will sound. Mistake number 3, relying too much on translations. Many beginners make the mistake of translating everything they want to say from their native language into English. While this might seem helpful at first, it often leads to unnatural and awkward sentences. This is because sentence structures, expressions, and word usage are often very different in English compared to other languages. So if you keep translating directly from your native language to English, you may make mistakes that native English speakers would never make. For example, you might say something like, "I have hunger," instead of, "I am hungry," because that's how it might sound in your own language. Or, you might translate idiomatic expressions directly, making them sound completely wrong in English. How to fix it? Instead of thinking in your own language and translating, try to think directly in English. This takes practice, but it's essential for fluency. When you're learning a new word, don't just translate it into your language, try to learn its meaning and how it fits into English sentences naturally. One great way to practice thinking in English is by describing things around you in English. Look around and say to yourself, "This is a chair. It is blue and comfortable. I am sitting on it." It may seem simple, but the more you describe your surroundings and thoughts in English, the more natural it will become to think directly in English. Recap and final thoughts. To sum up. Overthinking your words, don't worry about being perfect. Focus on speaking fluently and naturally. Using simple vocabulary all the time, expand your vocabulary and use a variety of words to make your speech more interesting. Relying too much on translations, try thinking in English instead of translating from your native language. Not using enough practice materials, incorporate different methods into your learning routine to improve all aspects of the language. Not practicing regularly, make language learning a daily habit for steady improvement. Let us know in the comments which mistake you've been making, and what changes you plan to make in your learning journey. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our helpful videos. Share this video with others who might be struggling with these mistakes, and let's all improve together.